Now, if you thought the McClung situation couldn't get any more interesting, things have just taken a turn for the best. Now, McClung has actually been signed to a second 10-day contract with the Chicago Bulls. Now, this is great news because McClung is finally getting his opportunity to shine in the NBA. But what's interesting about this is his stats personally did not even look the best. Now, if we take a look at his stats and how he was playing, he only played around 2.5 minutes and scored 2 points. But what I think a lot of people are not noticing is you can do things outside of just your games that can impress teams. And personally, I think what McClung has actually done in practice, what he's shown the coaches has impressed them this much to sign him to another 10-day contract. And what's really interesting about these types of contracts is really the whole dynamic of you leaving a team to go play for another squad for 10 days and then what's going to happen after that. Now, it's definitely for sure a risk to go to one of these squads, but I think Mac is making the right decision and going to a place where he's actually valued. And in this case, he has been balling out. He clearly was doing something right because they signed him to a 10-day contract. But get this, that's not the only thing that happened to him. Now, McClung has actually been signed to the Chicago Bulls G League team very recently. And this again is another turn and I think another step in the right direction for Mac. Now, of course, he was playing for the Lakers G League squad where he was honestly looking like one of the best players in the G League, regardless of who you're talking about. Any other hoopers, Mac was out here outdoing them, averaging 20 points per game, 4 rebounds, 6 assists per game, and that is killing in the G League. For a guy who went undrafted and people have written off his entire life, only standing at 6'2", those numbers are insane. And I have to give him credit for being able to play so well and really take his game to the next level. Now, what being on a team like this allows you to do is learn from others tremendously. If you're able to learn from Alex Caruso, Zach LaVine, all these other guys that have been in the NBA for a very long time, it can be super beneficial to you being able to be an effective player at the next level and making that official transition so that you can keep and stay on a team in the NBA instead of going back to the G League. Now, I think him soaking this up, going to a different place that may value him a little bit more than the Lakers did, is an excellent opportunity because again, the competition is very fierce in the NBA, and being able to keep a roster spot on a squad like that, especially when we talked about the Lakers, all the people that they had, Bron on there, all these other hoopers, Westbrook, a ton of people, Malik Monk, it's going to be tough. You know that. It's going to be tough to be able to keep a spot on there, and we want Mac to go to a place where he's valued, and hopefully the Bulls organization is the place for him. Now, what's funny about this situation is it's as if the Lakers basically got McClung stolen from them. The Bulls picked Mac right up, pretty much swooped him up, and now he's on their G League team, which is safe to say I think this dude is going to show off a whole another side of his game because now he has momentum, he has eyes on him, and people want to see him do well. Now, D-Roy actually wrote this comment, and it's the same two problems he had at Texas Tech: low assists and high turnovers. He needs to work massively hard on swapping those around so it's high assists and low turnovers. Now, I think this is interesting because number one, you guys know McClung has been known for not passing the ball and really being that score first guard. And there is nothing wrong with that at all. But again, moving to the next level, you got to be able to pass the ball and get your teammates involved. Him only being 6'2", yes, he has the athleticism and scoring ability, but you got to be able to do things like play defense, get your other teammates involved. And we've seen a lot of hoopers who have been successful at the next level who have done these things. You have hoopers like Caruso, who just knows how to score the ball, but also get his teammates involved and really got put on when he was playing with LeBron. And also even people like Matthew Dellavedova, another hooper who really got his name from helping LeBron get W's, getting his teammates involved, not always necessarily being the guy to score the ball. And I think that's what we have to remember remember that it's about winning games at the end of the day, and Mac is one of those guys who cares more about wins than his personal accolades, and that's super important moving to the next level again, because it shows where he wants to go and what he wants to do. You have plenty of hoopers who only care about personal accolades, scoring the ball, and we see that in high school basketball all the time. People will drop 50, 60 points and have 0 assists and go out there and think that's a good game and that's going to get them to the next level, when in all reality, real basketball is all about winning games and how can you contribute to the team effort to get the W. And Mac is just one of these guys who loves to win and hates to lose, and he's going to put the team on his back if he has to. If he has to score the basketball, that's what he's going to do, and he's clearly done that in high school and in college. Of course, in high school, beating Allen Iverson's scoring record, and was really out there, honestly underrated in my eyes, because he was not one of the top ranked players in the country whatsoever and didn't even have that many college offers from top programs. But he has clearly turned it around and is doing something right, because man, this is going to be exciting to watch this dude step it up, really play on this G League team, and hopefully the Bulls eventually bring him up back to the actual NBA squad or even sign a two-way deal. Now, one of the most exciting parts about Mac McClung's game is the way he finishes down low. It doesn't matter how tall you are, with this dude's athleticism and just his overall speed, he can easily craft and make easy finishes down low, which really help him be a solid player and really make him more attractive to a lot of different NBA organizations. Just having that athletic ability, but more specifically having the IQ to know when to shoot the ball and also when to pass, is really going to take his game to the next level. Now, what's overall made Mac McClung such an efficient player is just how when he gets hot, he's able to knock down a ton of shots. Now, yes, he's not the greatest scorer on earth, and there's definitely a ton of people who are better than him, but being able to get hot and really turn things up quickly was the one thing that Mac McClung did that separated him from a lot of other hoopers in high school as well as college. Now, obviously, playing for Texas Tech was a huge opportunity for him to really demonstrate and show how good of a player he is, and when the team needed him to knock down big shots, he was there to do it. And there's a lot of hoopers nowadays that won't be able to make those type of shots under pressure, but Mac is one of these guys who thrives when situations get tough, and I really think that speaks to his character, how good of a player he is, knowing that when they need a bucket, when there's 2-3 seconds left on the shot clock, he is the one who wants the ball in his hand, is what separates him from a number of other hoopers. But the fact that he can actually knock these shots down, these tough shots when somebody has their hand in your face, and he just has that it factor that sometimes, unfortunately, you just do not see in a lot of hoopers nowadays. Now, is Mac McClung just a high school sensation, or is he the real deal? I have to say Mac McClung has shown so far why he is more than just a high school sensation, being able to score the ball, average a high number of assists, rebounds, playing good defense, scoring the ball, doing all the things that we want to see, NBA teams want to see, coaches want to see, and he seems to be performing better than anyone expected. Now, clicking the video on the screen would help my channel a ton, and this is LNH bringing you the best basketball content on YouTube, and I'm out.